Today we're tackling a topic that so many of you have asked about. How can men over 30 approach women in a way that feels natural, confident, and genuine? If you feel like dating has gotten more complicated or you're just not sure how to make that first move without feeling awkward, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly how to build real connections without the gimmicks. First things first, let's talk about mindset. This is the foundation of everything. As a man in your 30s, you have so much to offer: life experience, stability, and maturity. But if you don't believe in your own value, it's tough for anyone else to see it. Confidence isn't about being loud or arrogant. It's a quiet self-assurance that comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. It's about being emotionally stable and not needing validation from every interaction. So before you even think about approaching someone, take a moment to appreciate your own journey and the man you've become. This inner strength is incredibly attractive and sets the stage for everything that follows. So, where do you meet women? Forget the idea that it only happens in bars or on apps. The best opportunities are often in your everyday life. Think about it: the coffee shop you visit every morning, the bookstore, a local farmer's market, a park, or even a co-ed sports league. The key is to approach in a low-pressure environment where a conversation can happen naturally. When you see someone who catches your eye, don't overthink it. The goal isn't to get a phone number immediately, simply to have a pleasant, brief interaction. This takes all the pressure off and makes the whole experience more enjoyable for both of you. Now, for the big one: how to start the conversation. Keep it simple and situational. Notice something about your shared environment. Or in a bookstore, I've heard great things about that author. Have you read any of their other books? The key is to be genuinely curious and observant. It's not a pickup line. It's an invitation to a conversation. Smile, make eye contact, and keep your body language open and relaxed. This nonverbal communication speaks volumes and shows you're friendly and approachable. Once the conversation starts, how do you keep it going? This is where a lot of guys stumble. They turn it into an interview, firing off one question after another. Instead, your goal should be to listen more than you talk. Be genuinely curious about her. Ask open-ended questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, instead of "do you like your job?" try "what's the most interesting part of what you do?" When she answers, really listen. Pick up on something she said and share a related thought or experience of your own. This creates a back-and-forth flow, a real dialogue. It shows you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're actually engaged and connecting with her. Let's talk about showing value. This isn't about bragging about your job or your car. True value for a mature man comes from your purpose, your kindness, and your passion for life. Talk about things that excite you, whether it's a project you're working on, a hobby you love, or a trip you're planning. When you speak with passion, you light up, and that energy is magnetic. Also, demonstrate your value through your actions. Be polite to the staff around you, be a good listener, and be respectful of her time and space. These qualities: maturity, purpose, and kindness. What high-quality women are truly looking for in a partner. It's also crucial to know what to avoid. A few common mistakes can shut down a connection before it even begins. First, avoid complimenting her physical appearance right away. While it may be well-intentioned, it can come across as generic and make her feel like you're only interested in her looks. Instead, compliment her on something unique, like her taste in books or her witty sense of humor once you've talked for a bit. Second, don't try to be someone you're not. Authenticity is key. Trying to act like a super extroverted alpha when you're naturally more reserved will just feel inauthentic. Be the best version of yourself. Finally, don't overstay your welcome. Pay attention to her cues. If the conversation seems to be winding down or she's looking at her watch, it's time to make a graceful exit. So, how do you transition from a great first conversation to something more? If you're feeling a genuine connection, be direct but casual. You could say something like, "I've really enjoyed talking with you, but I have to get going. I'd love to continue this conversation sometime. Maybe we could grab a coffee next week." This is confident and clear, without being needy or aggressive. She says yes? Great. Exchange numbers and follow up within a day or two to set a specific date. If she's not interested, respect her decision gracefully. Remember, not every interaction will lead to a date, and that's perfectly okay. The goal is to build your social confidence and make genuine connections. Each conversation is a win in itself. So to recap, build your confidence from within, approach naturally in everyday settings. Start simple, listen with curiosity, show your value through passion and character, and know when and how to take the next step. Dating in your 30s is an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. It's about finding someone who aligns with your life and values. Stop overthinking and start connecting. I hope these tips help you feel more confident in getting out there. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments what your biggest challenge is when it comes to approaching women. I'll see you in the next one.